Okay, let me just kind of remind you guys what's going on with the reciprocal function. Remember, you have to have this form memorized. So if I graph number 5, I know I'm going to have two asymptotes. I'm going to have a vertical asymptote with a positive 3. And then I'm going to have a horizontal asymptote with a positive 4. So we're just going to go ahead and bold out these asymptotes. And again, since this is graphing, I just want to remind you, we're not worried too much about the graph. It's just a sketch of the graph. So my A value of 2 is positive. And remember, when it's positive, it's always going to be up on the right. So you should have a branch here. And then, of course, you're going to have a branch along the diagonal. So this is what the sketch of the graph is going to look like. Let's go ahead and talk about the blanks down here. So remember, your vertical asymptote is always opposite of what's going on in the denominator. So x equals 3 is your vertical asymptote. Your horizontal asymptote for a reciprocal function is that big number, so y equals 4. Your domain is going to be negative infinity to the 3, and then just pick the 3 back up where you left off to positive infinity. Now let's talk about the X-Intercept. In order to find the X-Intercept, remember you solve. And I'm just going to show my work in this space right here. So to solve for the X-Intercept, I know the y value is going to be 0. So I'm going to write 0 equals 2 over x minus 3 plus 4. Move the big number over. And remember, when you are finding the X-intercept for a reciprocal function, you're always going to do the butterfly method. So I'm going to make that a fraction. And now I'm just going to multiply 2 times 1, and that's just going to be a 2. Recopy that equal sign. And now I'm going to do negative 4 times x minus 3. Negative 4 has to be distributed to the x, and negative 4 must be distributed to the negative 3. And just go ahead and solve the equation. So when you solve, you get 10 over 4, but remember that is going to be a fraction, and we have to simplify that to 5 halves, which is going to be around 2.5, which is approximately right there. The y-intercept, you just do your order of operations. So y is going to equal 2 over 0 minus 3 plus 4. So y is going to equal 2/3, I'm sorry, that's a negative 2/3, a negative 2/3 plus 4. So your y-intercept is going to be 3 1/3, 0. And 3 1/3, 0 is going to be right up there, and that's where the graph is going to be.